This is Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, presented by Northwestern Mutual.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Rolling on here on a Hump Day Wednesday edition of our show. Bison will have mark a week today in fall camp. It's interesting to see around the country different social media accounts saying it's day one, here we go. Well, for teams that are playing in the traditional week one on Labor Day weekend, today is the first day of fall camp. But for those, because the FCS we know has moved up the start of the season, so they've been going for a week. And for the select FBS teams like North Dakota State and Jacksonville State and Hawaii and Stanford and San Jose State, USC, North Carolina, most infamously because they're playing over in Ireland, TCU, they've been going for a week because they play in week 0. So today marks a week of Bison fall camp. North Dakota State has a scrimmage set for Saturday. And, you know, we talk frequently on wide receiver and the lack of experience at that position with the graduations of Bryce Lance and Chris Harris and Raja Nelson and what's going to happen at that spot. And they've obviously added 3 transfers there that all have looked impressive. But you consistently overlook that he plays a different position, but he's a receiver, and that's Reis Kessel. And tight end had a makeover as well. Tight end, you remember that the most 2 experienced guys, Carson Williams and Finn Diggins, both graduated. And now it is Kessel's time to be the man at tight end for this upcoming season. I visited with him on Monday up at Bison Fall Camp to talk about his leadership role, more expanded role in 2026. But first we talk about his younger brother, Drew, about him committing to NDSU back in June.
Yeah, him and my parents told me, like, right when he came over here and committed, he came to the facility, told the coaches. I think they got a little lunch at Ribfest over here. Yep. And I kind of knew it was going to happen like a day before he did it, but it was an awesome moment for sure. To be able to play with him, it's going to be crazy. So,
how much has that been discussed between the two of you, of a chance to do that?
Not really. Larson was getting on my butt the other days. He told me I got to start teaching him the playbook and stuff and get him ready, because I think he might early enroll. I'm not sure, but we'll see about that. But, yeah, it's been awesome, though.
When I talked to him, Reese, I didn't know that he was going to play at Moorhead. I mean, describe that, how big a deal that is for a chance to play now in 6A football with the level of competition that's coming their way this season.
Yeah, for sure. Went from 2A to 6A. It's going to be a big jump, but I think he's definitely ready for it. And I'm excited to watch the team, see how they do, maybe get to some of the games, the home games. I won't be able to make it in the away games, obviously. They're all in the cities, but it's going to be awesome. I'm excited to watch.
How much did you two, I mean, you're working out here. Did you have a chance to work out with him at all this summer?
No, honestly, not really. I think on our summer break, like before we came here for summer workouts, we did a little like my older brother played quarterback at Concordia, so he came in here and he threw to us, so that was fun. That's about all we did, though.
Describe for you how different this feels compared to this time last year after the role you had and now obviously larger expectations expected upon you this season.
Yeah, last year I came in here not knowing how much I was going to play. I ended up playing quite a bit, but I didn't really know. And this year I'm kind of expected to be the guy for the tight end room, the chief room. So it's awesome. I mean, high expectations, but I'm ready for it. I mean, I feel like I'm the most physically and mentally mature I've ever been, so I'm ready for the challenge for sure. I'm excited.
How much does that experience help your confidence level for this season?
Oh, for sure, a lot. I mean, as much as I played last year, I mean, I'm not going into week 1 anymore thinking, like, not knowing what I'm doing, like, nervous. But, so yeah, I'm excited for that.
Your ability to get up and catch the ball, especially in the red zone, how much is that an ability that you guys want to exploit this season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm up to 245 now. So, I mean, however the coaches want to use me, but I know that we're going to be putting in packages and stuff for especially not just me, but the whole crew chief, the whole tight end room. We've got a lot of guys who have size and a lot of guys who can go make plays. So I'm excited to see how the coaches use us and how that all plays out.
How different is it, Reese, to catch a ball from Nathan as opposed to Cole, outside of the fact it's coming from a different hand?
Not much difference. They're both great quarterbacks. Nathan has a ton of zip on it. I'll say that for sure. but honestly, not much difference. But yeah, last year it took him getting used to get used to a lefty quarterback. But that's about it. Yeah, they're both great quarterbacks, and Nathan's my guy, and I'm really excited to see the connection between us two this season. So
It's a week into fall camp. Tell me about how offensively things have gone, and just always seems like the defense is ahead of the offense. Will you describe the first week?
yeah, Coach P's been stressing that he wants this fall camp to be the most physical that we've ever seen in Bison history, and I think we've really come to see that. It's been super physical. The fur's been flying, and the guys have just overall been having a great time, and we're excited to play the rest of this fall camp out.
I ask you, going back to being looked upon as the guy in the tight end room, you're only a third-year sophomore. How does that leadership role fit you, despite the fact you're only a sophomore?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's weird being described as a vet now. Like, just last year, I was just a second-year guy, and it's pretty crazy. I don't feel that old, though. But, yeah, it's more of a leadership role and helping the young guys out. That's kind of been a role that I've taken over. We've got a lot of really good young talent in this chief room that's coming up. All the freshmen, Gabe Cunningham, he's going to be a part of our offense this year. So really just going and helping those guys out, whatever they need with the playbook, mentally, whatever questions they have for me, I just want to be there for them and help out my teammates the best I can.
I know I asked you this back in spring ball about you're not going to sneak up on anybody. People are going to know where 81 is on the field. How do you adjust for that for this upcoming season?
Yeah, they're going to know me unlike last year, obviously, going in being kind of a nobody. So I'm just going to have to read the defenses better. That's something I've get into the film room. I'm going to have to figure out what the defense is doing instead of just running my route. So.
You mentioned you're up 245. Are you still as fast as you were?
Yeah, my top speed is still up there in the 20-21 mark. So that's something I've really realized is all this weight I've put on since coming in at about 220. I feel like I've really kept my speed. So, and that's something my strength coach Knapp has been stressing as well. That however, heavy I get, I need to keep my speed. So if I get up to whatever 250, 255. And I started losing it. It might bring me back down a little, put me on a weight cut plan. But, yeah, it's been awesome, though. I'm excited to use that speed.
I asked Babbitt this. What goes into gaining weight? Are you just eating everything you see?
Yeah, just really eat whatever. I mean, the coaches will make sure that you have a granola bar, a yogurt, a snack in your hand at all times during meetings throughout the day if you're on that weight gain plan. So,
I have to. Last thing is just on expectations for yourself. I know obviously you want the team to do well. What about you? Did you have any set expectations for fall camp? I want to do blank when we're ready for the season opener.
I wouldn't say really expectations. I really just want to go out here and execute fully what the coaches put me in there to do, whether that's blocking, whether that's going out to catch a pass. Whatever I can do to obviously help the team win at the end of the day is what I want to put out there and do my best at. So
to hear his weight now be up to where it's at and still be as fast as he is, that's scary. He's up to 245. Last year, when I was asking on, some names to watch, and Polisic, without a hesitation, told me Kessel's one of the fastest guys on the team. I'm like, really? And he's added 20 pounds of muscle onto that frame now, because you see those highlights from last season when he's getting away from guys and running away from guys. Again, he's deceptively quicker than you would think, but he's leaner in that video. They're just watching him in the first few days of camp that we've had access to. You can see the body transformation that's happened from the end of last year to where we're at now to start the upcoming 2026 season. And he mentioned another name you're going to want to know at tight end. That's Gabe Cunningham, young man out of St. Louis who redshirted last season, that has almost a similar frame, some outstanding hands, that they're going to use them. That's, if wide receiver might be rife with inexperience, and it has a bit. I mean, Jackson Williams has played primarily special teams, but he's dabbled at wide receiver. He's going to play way more wide receiver this year. Mekhi Collins, you heard from already. Those are the most experienced guys you have. You've added 3 transfers. You've got a smattering of redshirt freshmen that have played, but not a ton. That tight end seems to be a spot. Now, if you look experience-wise, I think they have 3 combined catches at tight end on the roster. Caden Zenzen has 2, and I think Jet Zabel has 1. And Zabel's hurt right now with a broken toe. That's it at the tight end position. No one else has a catch. Now, they might be able to block, but that's a position that Polisic's been screaming they want to get more production out of. Joe Stuffle had some in 2024. Kessel had a bit more in 2025. He had a reception in 12 of the 13 games last year. It'd be really intrigued to see what they're going to do with him this year. And like I mentioned to him, and he said it, he wasn't a nobody, but we didn't know what he could do. He hadn't played a game yet prior to the start of last season. He burst on the scene, the Citadel, that very first game with a big catch down the sideline and didn't stop the touchdown he had against South Dakota a season ago. They're going to know where he is on the field. Just that's what defenses are going to be watching. Teams are going to be watching North Dakota State tape, and they're going to see 81 stretching it down the middle of the field like he did against Southern Illinois. That's going to be something that they're going to try and stop for this upcoming year. Good stuff there. As I mentioned, we'll be live up at Bison Media Day coming up on Friday with a bunch more of NDSU football coverage. Let's break. Come back. We'll wrap up our first hour. We got a big baseball hour coming up in hour 2 on this first Wednesday in August. Hot Mic rolls on. We're back on WDAY Extra right after this.